Hello Elucidat users and welcome to this Level 2 video on Layout Designer. In this video I'm going to introduce what Layout Designer is and how you can use it in your projects. So Layout Designer is a feature of Elucidat that allows you to go behind the scenes of your pages and adjust the structure of the page. You can add new elements, move them around and delete them from the page. And you can access Layout Designer either from one of the out-of-the-box page types or you can create your own bespoke layouts from scratch. Layout Designer is a feature that is only available to certain user roles in Elucidat, so if you find you're unable to access it, you can speak to an administrator on your account. So I'm going to show you now what Layout Designer can be used for. You can use it to tweak an existing layout. So using the out-of-the-box templates as a base, you can go into Layout Designer and edit these pages quite quickly. You could add elements, for example adding an audio or video player to a page or a button, and you can also move things around to adjust the layouts quite simply. Secondly, you can change the global navigation using Layout Designer. So here I'm talking about the header and footer that come in every Elucidat project as standard. You can actually go into each of those areas and configure the elements that are appearing there. You can also choose to hide the header or footer on individual pages. And here you can see this project has a header area with some buttons and a page title, but the footer area has been hidden. And that means within the page, the buttons are used to allow learners to jump off to different areas of the module, making it more bespoke and not relying so much on global navigation. You can also combine different elements and interactions on a page. So all of our out-of-the-box page types come with a single interaction per page, but you can put these together in different ways and mix them up to really suit your requirements. And this example shows how we've got different elements like polling graphs, accordions and hotspots all together on one page working with the content. And that leads us on to talk about how you can create bespoke layouts to support your design. So you can really go to town with Layout Designer and create things that really support your learning content. So in this example, you can see we have different page sections with different types of content in them. At the top, you've got an attention grabber or scene setter to introduce the topic. And then we delve down into some more detailed information represented in the white panel. And at the bottom, there is a decision point for the learner. So the learner can, at any time when they get to the decision point, scroll back up to see some of the key information that came before that. And building on that, you can actually make single scrolling page projects in Elucidat using Layout Designer. So these are good for on-the-job resources or quick lookup guides, and you can actually piece multiple sections together that act as a project in their own right. And we've introduced some bespoke features to enable you to build these scrolling pages more effectively. We have things such as in-page linking and menus that allow learners to navigate through a scrolling page and jump to parts of the page. So there's some of the key use cases for Elucidat. I'm just going to open up Elucidat now and show you where you can access Layout Designer. So when you're in a project in Elucidat, you can access Layout Designer from any page by going up here to this button labelled Layout Designer. You can click on that to get into the page structure view, which I'll explain how to edit in another video. If you find that that's greyed out or you can't access it, then that's where you might need to speak to your account administrator to gain access. So I've got a few top tips for you around using Layout Designer. Firstly, it's worth familiarising yourself with the different layout options by visiting our showcase page. We've got loads of different examples of how Layout Design has been used in different ways there, and you can see the variety of page types that you can create yourselves. Secondly, I'd recommend mapping out your designs outside of Elucidat before you start building with Layout Designer, so you know the elements you might want to appear on the page. And thirdly, decide whether to adapt an existing page type, so one of our out-of-the-box layouts, or create a new page from scratch, and that will help you choose your starting point. Thanks for watching this video. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to edit a page using Layout Designer.